He is a liar. He's a dirty liar. And just as sure as God wants to get you by yourself, the devil does too. I've had a great few days. School started and I got to see some of my favorite people. Today we had chapel, and since I've been attending Catawba College, chapel's been my favorite time of the week. I usually always feel amazing after a fellowship of believers, and many of you saw how the Lord saved me countless times over while I was driving on that busted tire, and I just feel awesome. But that thought came, what about tomorrow? Will you still feel this way tomorrow when you don't get to do your favorite thing? Will you start worrying about saying the wrong thing or doing the wrong thing and being overall awkward again? Will anyone be as excited to see you as you were to see them? What did they decide about you since the last time they saw you? What I'm saying is, as soon as things get to going good, for sure, the poop is about to hit the deck. I've got a friend who echoed this nature within myself the other day. She was saying that a lot of random people contacted her and some random things happened that were totally positive. But it made her nervous that she was about to die. And I was like, dang, not you about to die though. How many times have we done this? As soon as good things start happening to us that make us feel loved and appreciated, we think the worst. I've heard these kinds of things from so many people from different backgrounds. Why do we do this to ourselves? So you say, well, I was diagnosed with BPD and it's natural with this disease to experience extreme highs and extreme lows. Or maybe your experience is a bit different. Maybe you or someone you've lived with was a self-saboteur. Every time something was going great in their lives, they just had to go and do something to mess it up. What is it about us that we keep allowing the devil to make a fool out of us? That's my Aunt Peach's phrase, and she says it with so much calmness in her voice. She'll say, all right now, you about to let the devil make a fool out of you. And the truth is, even though I usually recount it with laughter, he does it to us every day. And I'm in no means saying that mental illness is not real. I'm saying the exact opposite. I'm saying that it is what it says it is. And it goes by many other names that disguise its true identity, which is a manifestation of the same enemy that encouraged the introduction of negativity into the world. Romans 12:2 says, do not be conformed to this age, but be transformed by the renewing of the mind, so that you may discern what is the will of God, what is good and acceptable and perfect. It's a verse we've heard so many times, but I have to make sure you know the secret it holds. This age has a lot of truths and diagnoses and acceptances of mental differences, and God knows I am grateful. But I also know the truth, that the enemy knows that if I can ever renew my mind, I'll be transformed. I'll be transformed from the person that expects bad, and then when good comes, I can rejoice. I'll be transformed from the person that sees good things happening and becomes terrified of the depression to inevitably follow. I'll be transformed. And slowly but surely, I'll hear the Lord saying, go this way. Now turn here and stop. And I'll be content, even in the waiting, knowing that God will clarify things in my mind so I can do as the old folk used to say and see the devil coming. Oh yes, as Jesus said in Luke 22:31-32, Simon, Simon, listen. Satan has demanded to sift all of you like wheat, but I have prayed for you that your own faith may not fail. And you, when once you have turned back, strengthen your brothers. See, it's only what you've done for the Lord that will last. So when you realize that the enemy has been lying to you, and it really is okay to have joy even in the midst of trials, tell your brothers. Like Nehemiah 8:10 says, do not grieve, for the joy of the Lord is your strength. You got this.